Hello everyone, Gail from Ticket Anywhere here. February is right around the corner and I thought that I would do a little vlog, well probably a long vlog, about books that I'm really excited for that are coming out this month. I did one in January and so I figured, why not? Okay, so now to the books. The first one I'm going to talk about is The Iron Witch by Karen Mahoney. This is coming out by Flux on the 8th. But if you order from like Amazon or Barnes & Noble or a site like that, you can get it early because that is exactly what I did. And it's pretty much a girl who kind of defies everything she's known for to save a friend, and she meets boys along the way because what is a book without boys in it? And so, yeah, very excited for this one. You can go look it up on Goodreads if you want to know more, but it sounds really interesting and I love, love, love the cover. You have Will Work for Prom Dress, which is by Amy Ferris. This is coming out next couple of weeks from Egmont Books, and everyone already knows how much I love Egmont. This sounds like a really quirky, fun book about two friends. One who is crazy about the prom and who will do anything to make it perfect, work a bunch of odd jobs just to buy that perfect dress, and the friend, the practical one, who kind of gets pulled along in her crazy schemes, so that one sounds cute, and it's got a really cute cover too. You have The Fates Will Find Their Way by Hannah Pittard, which is like a nice combination of like mystery and such, I believe. This is coming out from Echo, which is an imprint of HarperCollins, and at 16, a girl goes missing and she leaves behind a bunch of boys in the neighborhood, kind of like, I think they're all tied together somehow with it all, and they're left questioning and wondering why. Everything I've heard about it has been really good, and I love how the pages kind of have that like uneven aspect to them, so I hope to get to this one soon. There is Cloaked by Alex Flynn. This is a modern update adaptation of The Frog and the Princess? The Princess Frog? I don't know, that story, The Frog Prince, yes, that's the one. This is coming out from Harper sometime in February, and I love fairy tales and fairy tale retelling, so can't wait to get to this one. There is The Book of Tomorrow by Cecilia Ahern, who I absolutely adore. She is an Irish author, and I love how her books are all kind of set in Ireland with all that wit and humor involved in it. This is coming out by Harper. I think it's Harper Perennial, or maybe it's just Harper. I believe it's about a girl who finds a diary that tells her what's to come on the next day and how it affects and alters her life, and can't wait to read this one. Got The Demon Trapper's Daughter by Jenna Oliver. It's about a rebellious teen demon trapper, Riley Blackthorne, and she just needs a chance to prove herself, and that's exactly what Lucifer hopes she'll do. This is a book I won on one of those Goodreads things, so look, it can happen. This is coming out by St. Martin's Press, and I'm excited to read it, even though I've heard kind of mixed things about what the story actually kind of ends up being about. So, we'll look forward to it. I hope to review it soon. There is Crier's Cross by Lisa McMahon. This is coming out from Simon Teen, and it's the new one after her Wake series, and the small town of Crier's Cross is rocked by a tragedy when an unassuming freshman disappears without a trace. And I guess people go and try to figure out what the mystery is. So, sounds really creepy and good. I got this one from a friend, and so we'll probably be passing it on to somebody else when I am done. Lauren Oliver is coming out with Delirium, which is a book that most people already know about. This is coming out from Harper, and it deals with the fact that love is considered it to be a disease, and that now there is a cure, and then the teen girl kind of questions whether or not there is any truth behind that or not. So, sounds really interesting, and I really like Lauren Oliver's writing style. She's the one who did Before I Fall, so can't wait to get to that one. There is Where I Belong by Gwendolyn Heasley, which is a fun little, well, a nice sounding contemporary, and it's about a girl who grew up in the city, and she gets sent to live in, I think it's Texas? Yes, Broken Spoke, Texas, and pretty much how she adjusts to her new life, and it's got cowboys in it, so how can that be bad, because cowboys are awesome. You Killed Wesley Payne by Sean Bowden. And it's kind of like a classic pulp noir mystery type book. This might actually be a January release because I believe I saw it in stores, but my book says February on the side, so I'm just going to run with it because sometimes stores put stuff out early. And then there is A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. This is coming out from Viking. This is coming out by Little Brown. I forgot to say that one. So this is coming out from Viking, and it's about a historically sweeping, richly inventive novel about a 1,500-year-old vampire, a spellbound witch, and enchanted manuscript that draws them together. So vampires, witches, and books. How can this be bad? Especially since everything that I've heard about it so far on Twitter and on the different blogs say that it is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm going to be busy this month, just like I am every month with reading. I really need a clone. Let's see. So, okay. So I'm going to try and go through my monster list really quickly, so please bear with me. There is Here Lies Bridget, coming from Harlequin. Bridget Duke rules her high school, but when she crashes her car, she ends up in limbo, and so she ends up confronting people that she's wrong, and they will pretty much determine whether or not she goes to heaven or hell. The Locket by Stacey J. is coming out from Razorbill, and this girl gets a locket, and she's able to kind of go back in time and change things and how it alters her future, and I just love that concept of like altering timelines and how one change can affect so much, so I'm excited for that one. So Shelley by Ty Roth, and it involves two boys who steal the ashes of a friend of theirs to kind of return her to the island where she was found, and the shenanigans and the mystery involved in all of that. Kindred by Tamar Stein. This is like a college-age book. So you have a college freshman girl, and she's stuck on campus during break when an angel visits her and says that she has a mission to save two of her contemporaries. But then her brother, who's a twin, is also visited by an angel and told something else, and so she needs to kind of determine, you know, who is good, who is bad, and what is really going on, and it just sounds kind of really interesting, that whole age-old conflict of good versus evil. Babe in Boyland by Jodie Gurman, coming up by Dial on the 17th. It's about a girl who starts writing an advice romance column for her school paper, but she doesn't feel like she really knows boys well enough, so she goes undercover in an all-boys school. So I just think that it's going to be a lot of fun, potentially. The Iron Thorn. Lots of books with iron coming out in the title. This is by Caitlin Kittredge, coming out in Delacorte on the 22nd. Aphie Grayson's family is unique in the worst way. Every one of them, including her mother and older brother, has gone mad on their 16th birthday. And now she's a ward of the state and the only female student at the School of Engines, and she's trying to pretend that her fate will be different. So it'll be interesting to see if she can escape fate. Orchids by Holly Thompson, coming out from Delacorte. Classmate of the main character, Canna Goldberg, who is half Japanese and half Jewish, she kills herself. And she wonders who is responsible. Like, Canna and her friends were kind of like bullying and teasing her, and her mother finds out about it, and so sends her to Japan to spend time with her grandmother, and so she's kind of like a fish out of the water because she's not 100% Japanese, and so she's kind of got that like racial bias when she goes over, and so she's kind of like learning about her Japanese heritage and things about herself, and I think it just sounds really cool. A Touch Mortal by Leah Clifford, coming out from Green Willow on the 22nd. It's one of those angel books that are so dominant, but this one sounds really cool. It's about a girl who kind of gets unexpectedly drawn into this whole conflict between life and death and curses, and let's see, she's cursed to spread chaos with her every touch, and she could be the key in the eternal struggle between heaven and hell, but she's not going to be anyone's pawn in a game. She sounds like a really strong female character, so I can't wait to get my hands on that one. Deadly by Julie Chabarro and Jean-Marc Superville-Sauvac. That is one very long name. It's coming out from Athenaeum Books on the 22nd, and it's about a mysterious outbreak of typhoid fever and this girl who lives at a time when girls aren't supposed to do things like medicine and research, but she gets a job in a laboratory and she might be one of the key instrumental people to kind of figure out what this mystery is. And I love viruses and plagues and books that deal with them, and so I'm very, very excited about this one. And then I have Haven by Christy Cook coming out from Simon Poltz on the 22nd. And Violet McKenna, she is not a normal girl with normal teenage issues. She has to contend with being able to see things in visions of the future, and no one's ever believed her that she does see these prophecies until she goes to a school called Winter Haven. And so yeah, those are the books that I am the most excited for coming in February. I have probably missed a whole bunch that are coming out because there are tons of great books coming out in 2011. So if I missed something that you are really excited for, then let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this probably very fast-speaking vlog. And I will try and come back in a couple of weeks so I can talk about books that are coming out in March. Okay? Bye.